well,
Mm.
and he was like undeniably the third
Yeah, so you
place.
start for sure.
So
Okay.
yeah, so he undeniably he had the most third place votes out of anyone, and he had like Jokic only had four third place votes, while Giannis had 55 third place votes. So he was like clearly third
Okay.
place. The problem I have with and I guess I somewhat understand what you're saying, Nas, is like that there's a possibility that the gap between the second place and third place for Embiid and Giannis might not have been that wide, and so on a week to week, the month to month basis, maybe that can
Mm-hmm.
switch. The problem and as long to me, as long as those three are in the conversation, I really don't have that much of a problem because it is just going to come down to those three. It's just the people like Stephen A. Smith who just, oh, Devin Booker's now in it. And it's like, all right, I see what you're saying, Nas, that maybe things change. But they've been the number one seed this entire season, and they've been it by a wide margin. He's been averaging these same points,
Mm.
and points, rebounds, and assists practically the entire season as well. Then earlier in the year, when he made the argument, like literally like a month ago, when he made the argument who should win in his top five award, his top five MVP candidacy, he acknowledged that Devin Booker should be an MVP race because of the winning, and he put Booker fifth. And then what's even crazier is he acknowledged that Chris Paul was more valuable than
Which is
Booker,
cat.
and put CP3 above
That's
Booker.
nasty.
Yeah, that's cat as
So
fuck.
it's like okay, so if you're acknowledging these things, how could you then believe that Booker then jumps over literally everyone? So that's my problem is that even when I just watched his explanation today, he was like, "I'm even mad at myself. I keep forgetting that they have the best record in the NBA." Like, no, you acknowledged that a month ago, and you still didn't put that nigga in the top three. You
So
put him
basically,
fifth, and then you put a player above him that's on the same team. So no, you acknowledge that Chris Paul was just more valuable than Devin Booker, regardless if we agree or disagree with that. You acknowledge that just a month ago.
so
That's my
basically,
problem.
so basically, even they're not being consistent.
He's just not being consistent. And then these are the same niggas who then complain, well, y'all keep changing the reason why that. And then even here's what's even crazier, bro. Just a week ago, when they were having an argument, he had an argument with Kendrick Perkins about where should Devin Booker rank, and they had a back and forth about how valuable CP3 was to this team. Perkins was arguing the reason why Chris Paul is more valuable than Devin Booker is because Chris Paul has proven that he can lead a team to a top five record. This is back when they were still pushing that fucking bullshit. So he was arguing that. Then then um then Stephen A was arguing no, they would not be a top five record with just Chris Paul. Perk was then arguing well he had OKC six and then OKC was six just 2 years ago. Stephen A. Smith is like, well, that's not five. Six isn't five. And I'm like, nigga, there's no way y'all are arguing. Like, I don't even agree with the argument, but if this is the argument we're going with, nigga, there's no way y'all are arguing the difference between one seed. But then I go back to just fact check it, which is crazy to me that they have moderators on this show that do not fact check these people. And no, it is true. OKC was actually a top five seed.
Yeah, we
So
were
it's
talking about
like,
Steve that year when we had Chris
yeah,
Paul.
so then it's like, bro, like, what are we even doing right now? Like, y'all are literally not only moving the goalposts within segments, but y'all are just factually incorrect about the shit y'all are saying within the segment when y'all are moving the goalposts. So that's
I,
that's that's really my problem is that if he wanted to say that he's supposed to win the MVP award because he has the best record in the NBA, that has been the case for literally the entire season, and he's never picked Devin Booker for the award. And actually, he's put Chris Paul over Devin Booker throughout the season. They've missed relatively the same amount of games, and when they're out, the Suns still win at the exact same win percentage, which is 73% when they miss games. It just doesn't, it literally
So
does
basically,
not make
with or
any
without
sense.
Chris Paul, Devin Booker not missing a step.
They're not missing a step. And on top of that, if that's the case, why didn't Stephen A. Smith vote for this nigga Donovan Mitchell
Right,
last year
right,
and
Yep,
right,
didn't do
yep.
that?
right, bro. So that's
okay.
that's my saying, low. Like last year, they put CP3 the entire season. Did they not?
I think so.
Devin Booker was great the entire season. Now he might not, but that's my whole thing. Last year it was CP3 who is basically playing at the same level last year as he is this year, and they both have missed games. But again, because all this started because Ja Morant pushed that comment, and that's probably where all this started. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping, when John Morant had that conversation 2 weeks ago, said, why is Devin Booker not leading part of the MVP conversation? That's when ESPN, all those analysts started making their approximations saying, you know what, matter of fact, why isn't Devin Booker in the top three?
Okay.
Even Shannon Sharp and them said, we didn't even, he said, we haven't talked about Devin Booker all year. We ain't talked about the Suns all year. Why is
Oh,
that?
brother.
Why is that? And I'm over here like, cause y'all talking Bron. Y'all talking Bron and Lakers and Russell Westbrook the entire season, no matter what Phoenix has been doing. But then, like I said, now all of a sudden, every time somebody get on y'all head, y'all want to overcorrect. So they saw Giannis Antetokounmpo get on their head and put Kevin Durant in a box, put Joel Embiid in a box, and then they was like, all right, bet. We got to put this man at the top of the list because he's making us look stupid. Like, that's my whole point. It's like, y'all can have him at the top of the MVP ladder. I ain't got no issue with it. But literally, NBA.com, he ain't been at the top of the MVP ladder like the entire second half of the season. If you look at the straw poll, he ain't been at the top of the list, not even top two the entire season. You look at the MVP tracker, it had Giannis as one of the top two candidates the entire season. So that's what I'm saying, bro.
And they ain't talking about him.
Not at all, bro. Everybody kept bringing up the fact that Joel Embiid didn't have Ben Simmons, and that's why they picked Joel Embiid to be the number one MVP this season. Talking about it's his turn, all the things he can do, the points per minute. He's the best scorer in the NBA, the most dominant player in the NBA. Giannis was doing this all season, but they changed the whole script up. But guess what? I actually don't think this is going to – this is the problem. I think he's going to take first-place votes away from Joel Embiid. I think he's going to be second place overall because right now the way I'm looking at the straw poll is I think that more people are going to be like, look, he beat Joe head-to-head, even though I know that shouldn't matter as much as it does. He's going to take some of those 29 first-place votes. Let's say he takes 20 of them. So, like, then what happens then? I think he's going to end up at number 2 just based on how it works out, unless you're telling me that he's going to then get 60-plus first-place votes now when he got 9 this last week. Maybe I'm tripping.
For me, bro, I speak from the perspective of, like, I've recognized that this shit is some buffoonery, right? And I think y'all do too, but I think y'all still trying to, like, hold on to some shit. Like, if it was up to me, gang, it would just be based off the numbers, bro. Bro. Because the way I look at it is, if you could be the most productive player in the league, bro, that tell me that no matter, like, if you're on the right team, you're an impactful basketball player. Period. Right? So, like, for instance, in the case of a Nikola Jokic, niggas telling me that Jokic is a 6 seed and, oh, bro, I don't know if that seed is not right, he probably not going to win. All right, yeah, based on criteria. But we actually looking at the way this nigga play basketball,
Magical.
he's absolutely either the second most or the most impactful player in the league right now. So my thing is, like, because I accept that in the real conversation about who's actually going to win MVP, the narrative thing is a real thing. And because I understand that ESPN and how they operate isn't centered around, is essentially how most other media operates, which is like whatever the fuck the people want, basically, for the sake of ratings. I'm not gonna, like, really overanalyze anything them niggas is saying because it don't matter to me overall. You know what I'm saying? And even if I was in the league, it wouldn't matter. Like, if I was one of these niggas, bro, I wouldn't give a fuck, bro, because that shit don't. In the grand scheme of things, none of this shit matter, bro. I'm sorry to be that guy in this moment right now, bro, but in the grand scheme, none of that shit matter, bro. Because at the end of the day, niggas can win 20 MVPs, bro. Where that chip at? If they ain't winning the chip, bro, them niggas don't give a fuck. So my thing is just overall, bro. We all know that who the 3 should be. We all know who's most likely to win out of them 3. And all this other shit is just talk, bro. It's just niggas rapping because they have to talk every day for a living.
Who's the most likely to win?
Nikola Jokic. For me, it's Jokic.
Yeah,
but
I think it's too late, bro. Like, cause again, if y'all look at the chart and name, what's your actual name? I don't want to misquote your name.
I see
my
it.
name is Nas, but
yeah. Whatever. Yeah, Nas your Nas name. I can call you whichever you want, bro. Do you think that he would have enough? Giannis would have enough to take away 62 of those, like enough of the 62 first place votes and the 29 first place votes for Embiid? Do you think he would have enough momentum to take a majority of those votes away and overtake number one overall?
No, I don't think. I think Jokic is the MVP of the league. I don't think anybody else should even be like this entire season. And all these niggas in here that be talking to me can vouch. Jokic has been the clear favorite for me. I didn't want to add Jokic and Rudy Gobert. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. If Giannis come in and take second, bro, I could care less, bro. Like, Jokic is the MVP. I don't. Anybody else winning but Jokic to me is a travesty. This nigga to me is having the best individual season since fucking Jordan in '89, bro. Like, seriously.
Yeah, Jokic been going
Like, this is
crazy this
nuts
year. I
what's
ain't never
happening
seen
right
anything
now,
like
bro.
that.
Look, my whole thing is, and Jay, I don't know, Jay, Will, you here or not? I watched a segment yesterday, and I'm trying to bring, like I said, I'm trying to bring my homie on here in the next week or so. But he basically came out and said that he thinks if Jokic wins the MVP, it's a mistake across the
Your
board.
homie know how to
Oh
fight?
damn!
Sorry, no, I'm playing.
Your homie not. I'll fight for this
Why he
goddamn
say that
MVP.
though? What's his logic for that?
So he's a part of that old school national pundit, and he's just kind of like, look, based on the standings,
Okay.
the fact that the Bucks
Okay.
can finish number one
So he talking all
overall,
that.
Joel Embiid can be a top
Since
3 seed.
since Jokic is the 6th seed,
Yeah, or
So
he
all
could be
that
the fifth
bullshit
seed. If
that
they beat
don't
the
matter,
Lakers
bro.
today, they'll be the fifth seed.
Basically.
That's what I'm saying. But this is what they said. This is what he
Because
said that really got me.
be my
He said that the reason that Jokic is even leading the straw polls because of younger advanced analysts. That's what he said.
Oh, so because the analysts are better than niggas.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Bro, look,
saying.
this
Like,
this my thing. This is my thing, bro. Because this the shit that make me mad. What'll happen is you'll have a guy bug the fuck out, right? And he'll be like in the case of a Jokic, and the team won't be quite as good. They'll be a 6 seed, and they'll be like, all right, yeah, bro, can't do it. Then you'll have same guy bug the fuck out at a similar level. Like, for instance, LeBron in 2011. And because his team is good, we're not going to give him the MVP either. That shit is weird. Like, and that's why I say I don't give a fuck. Like, that's why I just chalk the whole narrative for me and just go straight off what is a nigga doing. And in terms of what a nigga's doing, there's not a single person that's out producing Nikola Jokic in the league right now. Also, fuck D
But what
Rose.
if it's a, what
Keep going.
what if it's a year when you got 2 to 3 guys that's being just as equally
Ain't no
productive?
such thing. So no, it's not. Ain't no such thing. But like, if it's actually like literally, because there's actually a number that I go off of, right? So there's actually literally a tie. Then yeah, for sure, we could look at like which team is
What
winning.
number do you off of?
Come on, man, efficiency rating. You know what the fuck going on, man. You know what time it is, bro. I don't know why
I
niggas
hate this
acting
nigga
crazy,
so
bro.
much, bro. I hate this nigga, bro.
Told y'all this, bro. I know what the fuck going on. Eli, who you think should be the MVP?
Yo,
Okay, then, bitch ass nigga, shut up.
I right there.
What are you
Exactly, nigga.
talking about? Like,
Exactly. Even the stat nerd said it. So if he said it, I'm gonna say it. God damn it.
niggas be hating for nothing. We be agreeing.
That's what I'm saying. Nigga said, who you have for
hey, yo,
MVP,
I know
nigga?
y'all
Little
niggas
bitch.
want to talk about basketball and shit, but can we talk about how ass Morbius was? Oh my fucking
I'll
god,
ask
bro. That
what,
nigga
I
what?
ain't even watch.
Did you watch,
Morbius.
bro?
What the
Mobius.
fuck
Did
is
niggas
that?
really watch Morbius? Like, I don't care.
What the fuck?
Who
What is
watched
that?
it?
Me, nigga, I'm wasting my fucking money.
Exactly. You wasted your money. I don't know why you. Who told you to do that? Nigga, you
Yeah,
should
who
have
told you was gonna be?
bootlegged
Who
it.
told you was gonna be a good
Who's
movie,
paying?
bro?
If you pay to see Morbius, you're an
What
idiot.
is
I'm not
I
playing.
mean, most
Morbius?
of you niggas
You're an
pay to see.
idiot.
Most of you niggas pay to see these
Do
movies.
any of you
We have
niggas
to
know
look
what
they shit.
Morbius is?
He's a
You telling me
vampire. He's a vampire superhero.
you telling me
Supposedly, I
you
don't
watched
know.
that shit? Yeah, I ain't
Oh,
gonna
you
lie,
was
you
watching
wasting your
some
money.
Vampire Diaries shit, bro? That's crazy.
Oh my
No,
god.
nigga, no, nigga, no, nigga.
I ain't gonna say all that, but
Ah.
I ain't gonna hold you. If you
Vampire
want to talk
Diaries
about
is crazy.
Morbius, start a Morbius space. I'm pretty sure a lot of niggas want to hate. I'm not trying to talk about it. I ain't gonna hold you.
A lot of niggas want to hate.
A
I
lot of
couldn't
niggas gonna hate
agree,
on
bro.
Morbius, bro.
Yeah, because them niggas spend
That
their
shit
money
was
too,
ass.
and that's a waste of money.
Hey, by the way, I'm just saying for the Jokic case as well, they're tied for the 6th seed. They might take the 5th seed from the
I don't give
Jazz
a
right
fuck
now.
if they was the 12th seed. Jokic's the
That's
MVP,
what I'm saying.
bro.
I'm still Jokic. Oh, it's Jokic
Like I don't
MVP.
give a
I
fuck,
don't get
bro.
put nothing. I don't get put
No,
nothing in
I'm
play-in
saying
range,
that
bro.
it helps his case because for him to be in a top 5 seed with what he had to deal with the entire season, it's crazy. He was legitimately by
Dog, I don't
himself.
care if they didn't win a game all season. I don't care if they was 0-82. Jokic is the MVP.
Jokic,
Like I
Jokic,
don't think
Jokic,
y'all really
fucking
see it what I'm
Jokic.
saying, bro.
0-82.
0-82, he's still the MVP.
Nah, okay.
I know he wouldn't win it if they were
God.
0-82, but I'm saying that he'd be my MVP regardless.
Oh, so
So
just your bias.
No.
You
That's
got
not
Jokic bias.
bias. That's not a Jokic bias. If this was fucking John Morant or fucking I don't know, pick a nigga, literally anybody in the fucking league, bro. It could be fucking Sharif Cooper, like whoever the fuck it is that's doing this.
Sharif. Why had to be Sharif Cooper though?
Just a
Just any
nigga,
type
just
of nigga.
anybody, bro. Literally, because Sharif is any bull, like just any bull, bro, in the league. If that nigga is the most productive player in the league, he the MVP to me. Period. It's not a bias. You know, I'm not a biased nigga, bro. Heavy objective.
yeah, like I said, I tell Eli all the time, trying to read like define definitions throughout history, like because the way it should be looked at, that's what's up. Like that shit is what's up, but that shit ain't happening.
What, bro?
So
What,
like
bro?
that's the whole point to everybody. Like niggas wish it was the right way, and it's never the right
I
way.
don't wish shit. I just
Like
don't
it's
give a
tough.
fuck about what them niggas is talking about. That's my whole thing. Like, if a nigga win MVP, all right, cool, clap, 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 and everybody moves on, bro. But like,
Hey, Swiper. So Swiper, you feel threatened that the fact that Jokic could like not get it unfairly, or you think this shit is just all like a smokescreen? He's still gonna get it. Is that where you at?
So here's my thing, bro. Sorry, I'm with my dog. Hold on. Here's my thing. Hey, we gonna keep it 100. Are we keeping it 100,
no, we
y'all?
keeping it at 12.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm saying, bro. That's what they be doing. That's what they be doing, bro. If we keep it at 100, bro, they do not like they say he's a great player. He won MVP last year. But here's the facts of the matter: don't none of them people think Jokic the best player in the NBA. They don't.
Well, he's not
So
the best
I
player in
think
the league, but that don't.
I'm saying, bro. But like, if here's my thing: if you, I think he's in the same caliber of player. If you want to say he's in the same tier, he's in the same tier with Giannis in terms of just overall impact
Of
on the
course,
court. So my whole thing is, even if you say he's not the best, they don't want to even admit that he's in that tier because if you had him ranked right now, there's still folks that saying most of them folks saying KD's better than Jokic. No matter what's happened in the last 2 years, playoffs, regular season, injuries, all that, they still gonna play he's better than Jokic. If you ask people, like right now, I know a beat writer for the Athletic right now, he believes in his heart of hearts, LeBron James is much better than Nikola Jokic. Right now.
Oh, buddy.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like these accredited people, bro, like there's such a bias away from Jokic because they just don't believe in him as a like an impact and on court product. They're like, hey, great numbers. And people keep saying his playoff numbers are underwhelming. All right, bet. Like he's literally the only player in NBA history to ever average 30, 10, and 5 on 50, 40, 90 in a playoff series. But go ahead, go off. Like the numbers he has over the last 43 games in the playoffs are like literally like unseen before. So I just feel like people just like they've been big on Giannis and not wanting to give him his flowers all season until the last 2 weeks until he beat Embiid and beat Durant. I think it's the same thing. It's just worse for Jokic. So I do think that if he doesn't win it, even though he's played at this level from game one and he can have played through that level to game 82 without Jamal, without MPJ, I mean, yeah, sure, they're going to use the standing argument. My whole point is that Giannis is getting credit for wins he wasn't a part of. Because the fact of the matter is, if Giannis has only been responsible for 41 of the Bucks wins this season, or 42 of the Bucks wins this season, Jokic has won more when he's been on the court. So, like, I'm saying, like, even the standing argument, I hate it because, like, if you take out the games the players missed, then they wouldn't be in those standings. So I feel like that should be part of the conversation. But again, that's that nuance that's never brought up.
I don't know, but should you knack a player just because their team is winning though? Like,
No, it's just they get credit for the team winning. Like that's what I mean though. Like people are saying like Jokic is in the 5th seed if he wins today. I'm like, all right, bet. But again, if you don't give him those wins that his team won without him in the game, they would be a 6th seed in
No,
their
I see what you're
conference.
saying. Like, how many
So
games did Jokic actually win? Because I always ask that. Because niggas always talk about seeding this, and I'm like, bro, how many games did they win? I don't give a fuck about their seed.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Jokic is they're 2-5 without Jokic this season, and I think that would put them at 44 wins. And I think Giannis has missed. He missed the Clippers game as well. He's missed 9 games basically this
Ugh.
year, and they've won. I want to say 5 of those games when he's missed, or he might miss more than that. That's what I mean, bro. It's just like he's getting credit for wins.